Welcome back, guys, gals, and NB pals, to episode 7 of Anno 1602. Hopefully, that's going to be the one where our little town of Abramsburg advances to aristocrats. And in order to do that, we need to do a couple of things. First of which is building a college to satisfy these guys' needs for education. Another would be their need for jewelry. So we need to set up a gold mine over here. Set up a jeweler's shop to process that gold into jewelry. Set up a trade route to the main island. And hope they will be happy with that. And once that is done, there's also the matter of building a theatre within range of all the other residents' houses so that all their demands are met and they can ascend to aristocrats. And then, after all that is done, adjust all the other production chains too, such as food, which is already running dangerously low again, such as tobacco, spices, cocoa. I think we're gonna definitely have to do something about cocoa. Liquor, cloth, clothes, and of course, the jewelry itself. So, first things first, the college. Right, we are low on bricks, that's not a good thing. But what we can do is, for one thing, build that side road here so that it's nicely separated. Stop supplying building material to our settlers, and then let these two stonemasons here do the work for us. And then maybe find a good place for the college itself. Although it appears that this is not it. Half a dozen houses on it covered by that, so maybe... Okay, I'm thinking I should move this house over here into this little empty space. And then the college over here can, in theory, cover everything. I mean, it looks good as well. I mean,
cocoa is in short supply.
The house on the left there, that does seem a bit on the edge. Maybe that's not covered, but that, if it's just the one house, I can live with that. Especially since we're going to be having to expand the settlement anyway. We'll have this houses all the way down here. All the way up here. I mean, basically fill up this range, this circle, with more houses or utility service buildings. That's going to be the goal anyway, but I keep hearing cocoa is in short supply, so what I'll do is build another plantation over here. Oh, which we need bricks. I mean, that is easily sorted though. Quick question, is there? No, there is no bridge. Hang on. Alright, I don't have the wood for a bridge, but that too. Not too much of an issue. Give it some more wood and that should be fine. In a matter of a minute, we're going to have enough wood for the bridge, and then we're going to be producing our own bricks here, and that's going to be perfectly fine. And then we will be able to build more cocoa plantations. And also, do we have enough tools over here for the gold mine? We do not. I am kind of tempted, however, to just buy tools over here because we don't need a lot of them. Up to a capacity of 10 tons, perfect. Let's go. As far as our balance sheet is concerned, we... Yes, I know. As far as our balance sheet is concerned, we still have money coming out of arrears, basically, with plus 240. So that shouldn't be an issue. It might even increase further when we finally build that college. It is covered. That bottom house here, it is covered. Well done. Now I can actually give you guys building materials, so these two here can advance. As they right away do. We can build a bridge over here. So that the stonemason actually fills up our warehouses here. Oh, there's the trader. Does he bring us nice stuff? He does. Good. That was quite costly though. College cost 60, cocoa plantation cost 25. That's another 5 and that's another 5. So yeah, that was expensive. But we managed to fulfill another demand, isn't that nice? Now for the more serious requests. The gold mine. We need another marketplace. And we need 10 wood to build it. Okay. That's a bit of patience that we need here. Mind you, while we wait for that, we might as well go ahead and start building this theater, or at least pick up a space for it. There it is. Well, that's a massive radius. That's going to cover everything. But we only have 4 bricks out of a total of 19 that we need. But the place is good. We need to prohibit tool usage once again. For the greater good, essentially. How about the wood here? It's only 6 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Very soon we'll be able to do that. Mind you, while we're waiting for that, how about we... What's your trade? Yeah, you get the cocoa root. Instead of cocoa... How about you ship away jewelry? And unload in Avonsburg. I mean, since we're on the subject, most of the time you will be able to tell which city, the city name, like which real city, the city names were inspired from. Like for instance, Ublack over here. I mean, there's a German city called Lübeck, up north by the coast, so no wonder why they picked that name. Abensburg, on the other hand, I have no idea what that is inspired by. What are you called? Abmund. That too is new to me. There is a bit of a tradition in later games where the later Anno games, yes, first city in 1701 and 1404 at least, will always be called Goldfoot. which I really liked, and I was half considering naming this one Goldfoot as well, just to keep, well, just to preempt that tradition, basically. But we've now played with Abramsburg for 6 and a bit episodes, so we're gonna keep it that way. Marketplace.
There is a shortage of cocoa.
Okay, we need to wait for the trader to come around once more to give us the 10 tools, and also 20 wood. How much does the goldsmith need? 7 tools and a lot of money, which we no longer have. Tons of cocoa, is that going to be enough? Probably not. Okay, so the only real problem I see at the moment is tobacco products and cocoa. Because we literally just delivered cocoa and it's already back down to 2 tons of it. Food looks stable, tobacco is on the edge. Should be alright though. I mean, we can always just... I built cotton fields, what am I doing? Time to correct that mistake. Cocoa. 4, 5, 6, and over.
There is a shortage of cocoa.
Yeah, I'm aware. So oh, 8 instead of 6 this time. So the production itself is actually quite good, but yeah, not good enough for what we need. Balance sheet has taken a bit of a hit, but we're going to solve that now. There we go. Let's see if that solves the issue. You guys are still happy with what little cocoa you have. However, that will set us back a long way on the way to the 1,500 gold pieces we need for the goldsmith. And the 1,000 for the gold mines, so I think it might be time for a good old-fashioned time lapse, and I will see you then.
Check your trade routes.
Alright, we're back with more than enough money than we need. And also enough wood, which was actually the most time-consuming part of this time lapse. We can now finally build a gold mine. And a route leading up to it. And that gold mine will supply a goldsmith, for which we need to buy some tools. Where's the trader? Oh, it's currently on its way to Abramsburg. Not to worry though, we can solve that. During that wait period, I've been told repeatedly to check my trade routes because I've already told the ship to load on jewelry, which we're not producing yet, so that's obviously a problem. But yeah, our cocoa production is going up nicely. Instead of 8 tons, we're now shipping 10. Maybe even 12 on a good day. I don't think that's going to work out. But yeah, 10 as a baseline is good. Don't you guys agree? Yes, you do agree. The balance sheet goes up a bit because we could raise taxes to 280. Oh, that reminds me. Theatre can be built. Lovely. And a shortage of tobacco.
Tobacco is running out.
Yeah, okay, we can solve tobacco right away, I think. Pretty much. I mean, after all, we have this space up here. Speaking of which, how's food looking? Still 40 and... yeah, more than 40 even. Okay, so that's not an issue. We can just use this space up here. Build a tobacco products. Set up tobacco fields. How much space do they need? 6.
The tobacco is running out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, money is being a problem again. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, because we need 2 of them.
There is a shortage of tobacco.
Let's build them slowly. Two, 3, 4, 5, and now the 6th row. Perfect, and actually we can just get rid of some of these again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, perfect. There we are. And a tobacco plantation which costs 300, which is a little over our current balance sheet, but that also means that won't take too long to get this money together.
There is a shortage of cocoa.
But at least it means the fields will be growing already. How much cocoa are you shipping? Yeah, 10, as I expected. We got 4 of them in our warehouse again. Might even have to increase it even further to a 4th cocoa plantation. We'll see about that. Right, 300. First tobacco plantation is up. Thing is, we're making enough money for me to not have to wait so long that these fields are actually already mature. Which is both nice and a curse.
Your trade routes.
Because this means I'm now spending 35 gold pieces basically for nothing while I wait for these fields to grow, but at least it means I'm making lots of money, so that's obviously, in the grand scheme of things, the better idea. Yeah, but you guys are still happy about that. As long as the tobacco shortage is not too severe, which it doesn't seem to be, that'll be great. tools to be used. How are our new pioneers over here doing? Well, they're gone. They're already merchants. Both of them. That was fast. Yeah, so hopefully that's going to solve that problem. Food is still on the rise. Tobacco's gonna be solved soon.
There is a shortage of cocoa.
Spices. I should take care of spices in a minute. Which I can do quite easily with the resources I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Oh, that's not going to be efficient though. Hang on. That might not have been the best strategy, if I'm honest. It's also not an urgent problem. Either is liquor or maybe cloth. Cloth might be an issue. Especially since we're turning into clothes at an alarming rate. Do I have only one tailor shop or two? I think I have only one. Yeah, that's a bakery. So, basically, we could do with 1 or 2 more sheep farms. Let's hope 1 will be enough. Not even an efficient one at that. Because our cloth producing buildings are nowhere near maxed out. This one's at 85. This one's at 57. This one is at 100. Okay, so these 2 over here, they can do with some more work. Even though this sheep farm is not going to be peak efficient, I have to admit, but it doesn't have to be, I believe. Because after all, this weaving mill is basically covering all these 4 sheep farms, so basically taking jobs away, taking work away from this weaver's hut down here. Which now, however, has 1 more sheep farm to service, so they both do. But it's going to increase both of their workloads, giving me more cloth, and that's alright.
There is a shortage of cocoa.
So, tobacco, how are you doing? Getting to work, finally. It takes 300 and will not be efficient.
Check your trade routes.
Yes, I know that is 1,500 gold pieces, that's all I'm saying. And it's going to take a while. And that's spices solved, more or less. Yeah, they were going down dramatically. And now only the jewelry is the issue. Which means we now only have to wait for the money to come in for us to be able to build it. So, I think it's time for another time lapse. See you there. And after a long, long time, we're here at last, ready to build the goldsmith. What I did in the meantime was to basically set up my warehouses so that they sell wood and bricks, because we're producing at least wood on every single island. Bricks on this one too. Here we're also producing wood. We could set up another bricks production. But that basically earned us a lot of money, which kind of sped up the process. Our supplies still look kind of good apart from spices, so we might have to look at that situation over here again. And give this guy some more fields to work with. Oh yeah, and we had a bit of a drought. So that's not good. But are you finally carrying... No, you're not. You're carrying 13 tons of cocoa though, which is a good sign. No jewelry, however. It's just a matter of time before you produce your first ton of jewelry. There it is. And that should... yeah. Should make it to our warehouse sooner rather than later. And of course at this point we've made it to 880 inhabitants, 823 of them. Merchants, pioneers, settlers. Why do we have other groups such as... groups other than merchants? Why do we have those? There's 650 merchants. I don't see a residential house that's not a merchant. Right, no, those other extra inhabitants are coming from the industrial buildings over here because they do count as inhabitants as well. And then player status 880 is from those islands as well. Yeah, that's 18. That's 39, so in total 57. That's 870, 880. Yeah, exactly, okay. So we have 650 merchants. Plus all the other ones working here makes 823, and then those from the other islands makes 880 as in the player status. And now the drought is over, so this should also be perfectly fine, and we should be producing more spices than we need. Or so we hope. And finally we're carrying jewelry. Can I afford to lower taxes for you? Barely. At least it means you'll be happy. You know what? No, I need the money so I can give you guys more spices. That's not going to be worth it in the long run. I think it will be. So did I miss the moment where they got I did miss the moment where they got their jewelry, yeah. And have they used it already? Yeah, pretty much. The first ton is gone. And there we have them. Aristocrats. They also want spices, mind you. They will want a lot of things, which we will need to provide for them. And that, in a nutshell, is going to be the task for the next episode. Giving them so much stuff that they will never be able to complain about lacking any. So food should not be a problem for a while. Tobacco shouldn't be a problem either. Spices and cocoa will, however. And I believe there's also more buildings to be unlocked. Those 4 question marks here. They will need to be uncovered. I know one of them, because I looked it up, is a cathedral, which we get at 2,500 aristocrats. So basically we're gonna have to fill up the entire space here. At least up until a river, maybe even beyond it. And that means we will also have to fill up this space with production buildings. Because otherwise that's just not going to suffice. 3 tons, 9 tons of cocoa, lovely stuff. So, spice plantation. Let's wait for a second. So we've got enough money for this spice plantation, and I think then we're gonna end it here for episode 7. So to wrap up, we built a college, we built a gold mine, we built a jeweler's shop, we set up a trade route for the newly minted jewelry to make our merchants even happier. We built a theatre, we adjusted the production lines for the rest of our goods to keep our inhabitants happy. And we will continue to do so in the next episode. Like I said, we're gonna start expanding both the settlement and the production lines even further. And supply them with all the goods and service buildings that they will demand in the future. So I believe there is either 1 or maybe 2 episodes more to come, and then we will transition into Anno 1503, the second iteration of this franchise. Because after those 2 episodes, 1 or 2 episodes, we will have seen everything this game has to offer. So that's going to be a good point to move on, I believe. Now, on this channel, the next video is going to be the walkthrough for level 2 of Tomb Raider 3, remastered to be precise. So that's going to be Temple Ruins, and after that, we'll dive straight into episode 8 of Anno 1602. So, in order to not miss that, be sure to subscribe to the channel and like this video. You know how this works. And I'm going to be very happy to see you again on episode 8 of Anno, or episode 2 of Tomb Raider 3. And until then, I wish you the best of luck, both in real world and in games. I'll see you there. Have fun, and bye bye.